All right. I'm here. I'm here. Hi, everyone. Can you see and hear me? Harshita, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Dhruti Prabha, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Kinkini, hi, good afternoon. Aditya. Oh, wow. The order that in which I am saying the names, that's the order in which you guys are wishing. Very nice. Aditya, hi, good afternoon. Okay. Somesh, good afternoon. Antara, hi, good afternoon. Gurnur, are you still here? Fantastic, Andhra. I'm so sorry the class started a bit late. Um, the questions forming took some time. Um, wasn't ready with it. Sorry. Hi, good afternoon, Mehek. Good afternoon. So we will quickly get started with it because we just have half an hour to discuss everything. We are just going to keep a target of half an hour so that you do not waste a lot of time and we do not, you can answer the question as well as understand the passage and see the vocabulary in half an hour span of time. All right, so we will try to keep that target so that a lot of time is not wasted on this, so that you don't just dwell on it for 1 hour or so. All right. Oh, come on. All right. So before we get started, this is my Telegram channel. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe to my channel. A lot happens on the channel. You get to know all the happenings of my class on this channel. All right. Um, Ma'am, do you have a plus session in the evening today? Yes, Kinkini, I do. 5:30, I do have a session. Hello, Chinmai. Hi. I will change it soon. Okay, don't worry. I will change it soon. Mhm. All right, so let's start with the first word. The first word is enabler, which means a person or thing. बहुत ही easy words है, words that you've done before are the words that we are going to be discussing today. Okay, so mostly the words जो आपको दिखेंगे सारे words आपने किए हैं. Okay, there are no word is new. Probably one idiom is new, that is carrot and stick. Otherwise everything you know already. Okay. First word is enabler. Enabler is a person or thing that makes something possible. Okay, so a person or a thing is जो कोई चीज को possible करता है होना. Okay, मतलब जिसकी वजह से कोई चीज possible होती है, that person is the enabler. Okay, so enabler is a noun, which means it can be a person or a thing that lets other things happen. Okay, because of which something else happens. Okay, that makes something possible. Okay, so that person is an enabler or that thing is an enabler. Then we have atrocity. Atrocity is a noun जिसका मतलब होता है an extremely wicked or cruel act. Okay, atrocity is an extremely wicked or cruel act. Okay, atrocious, okay, is the is the adjective form of this. Okay, atrocious is the adjective form. Atrocity is the noun form, which means an extremely wicked or cruel act, typically one involving physical violence or injury. All right. Then we have besiege. Besiege is the next word, which means which is an adjective. Besiege, ed आने के बाद बावजूद adjective है, and this word we have discussed like 2 or 3 sessions ago. Okay, हमने किया है ये word पहले भी. So besiege is of a place. Okay, अगर किसी place के बारे में बात करें, surrounded by armed forces aiming to capture it or force surrender. Okay, so basically घेर लेना. आर्मी अगर किसी place को घेर लेती है जहां से in and out नहीं होने देते लोगों को और commodities and basically necessities को, that is called the place being besieged. Okay. Thank you, Kinkini. I think Somesh is also trying to say the same thing. Hi, Gaurav. Good afternoon. Okay. 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 Your bangs are the enabler of your Dora look. Thank you so much. That's bang on correct sentence. Finally, you have learned only when you have to make fun of my hairstyle, only then you make correct sentences. Completely correct sentence. There's nothing wrong in this sentence. Absolutely correct. Grammatically, everything is right. Is the enabler in making our English skills better than ever. Very nice, Kinkini. Very nice. Good job. Good job. As an enabler, I would really like to correct this atrocious act in a besieged area. In the besieged area. Very nice. Good job. Good job, Gurnur. 3 words at a time. My God. Then we have ceasefire. हम बहुत दिन से देख रहे हैं. This has become a high frequency word. बहुत दिन से चला आ रहा है, right? So temporary or permanent stoppage of war. Okay, that is ceasefire. Ceasefire करना मतलब क्या होता है कि अगर या तो temporary पीस टॉक्स के लिए दोनों तरफ से गोलाबारी बंद होती है या परमानेंटली बंद होती है कंप्लीटली द वॉर स्टॉप्स. ओके, सो दैट पीसफुल टॉक्स कैन बी टेकन प्लेस. ओके, can take place. Then we have abstain. Abstain is the next word, which is abstain in general also means abstain from. Okay, generally हम इसके साथ कौन सा preposition use करते हैं? Abstain from use करते हैं. And abstain का मतलब क्या होता है? अगर आप कोई enjoyment या कोई generally it is in the sense of nasha or darubazi. अगर आप नहीं करते, okay, you abstain from doing these things. Okay, that means you refrain from doing it, you stop yourself from doing it. आप नहीं करते हो ये सब. Okay, so anything that is considered enjoyable and you stop yourself from doing it is abstain from. Now here abstain means formally decline to vote either for or against a proposal or motion. Okay, so अभी हो रहा है ना, UN में you will see that there are a lot of countries who are asked to be for or against this whole war that Israel has um, started. Okay, initiated, not initiated, but now it is a continuous process. Okay, that is going on from Israeli side. Okay, so अब इसको एब्सटेन करना. ओके, एब्सटेन मतलब इसके अगर आप नहीं फॉर वोट कर रहे हैं, नहीं अगेंस्ट वोट कर रहे हैं, इस पूरे वॉर के बारे में आप अपना व्यूज में नहीं फॉर कर रहे हैं, नहीं अगेंस्ट कर रहे हैं. जैसे रशिया और यूक्रेन का जब वॉर चल रहा था तो इंडिया एब्सटेन फ्रॉम वोटिंग. Okay, either for or against. Okay, so that means in the same way abstain is being used over here. Okay, enforce करना मतलब आपको already पता होगा, to compel observance or of a of or compliance with, okay, a law, rule or obligation. Okay, so enforce is बेसिकली लोगों को मजबूर करना, किसी को मजबूर करना ताकि कि वो कंप्लाई करे किसी लॉ से या रूल से या ऑब्लिगेशन से. ओके, so that is to enforce the law. Okay, enforce the law is to compel someone कि वो follow करे. Okay, then compile का मतलब आपको already पता है. Okay, it is to collect information from different places or arrange it in a book, report or list. Okay, compile a report or compile a list, compile a book. Okay, which has information about certain things. Okay, compile is a verb, enforce is a verb, abstain is a verb. All right, then we have carrot and stick. Carrot and stick is an idiomatic expression जिसका मतलब होता है, carrot and stick is an idiomatic expression जिसका मतलब होता है a system in which you are rewarded for some action and threatened with punishment for others. Okay, so carrot and stick is अगर आप कुछ let's say I'm playing carrot and stick. Okay, अगर आप मेरे व्यूज के हिसाब से अगर आप करते हो काम, ओके, तो आई एम गोइंग टू रिवॉर्ड यू, ओके, बट इफ अगर आप मेरे व्यू के हिसाब से नहीं करते हो काम, ओके, you do something that is wrong according to me, then you are given the stick, आपको punishment मिलता है. Okay, so this is the carrot and stick. There is a whole experiment based on it, और उसी से ये idiomatic expression आया है कि reward और punishment वाला जो method, okay, अगर आप अच्छा कर रहे हो तो आपको reward मिल रहा है, अगर आप बुरा कर रहे हो तो आपको punishment मिल रहा है. Okay, so that is the idiomatic expression. Then we have withhold. Withhold is a verb which means to refuse to give something or to keep back something. Okay, so withhold information. Okay, so withhold का past form क्या होता है? Withheld. Okay, withhold का past form क्या होता है? Withheld. It is a verb form which means कोई information देने से मना कर देना. Okay, नहीं देना या छुपा के रख लेना. Okay, keep it a secret. Okay. Darubazi is not a word. I don't know. Okay. Astha, the discussion between South Korea, it will be capitalized. S will be capitalized. Korea will be capitalized, and North Korea again. Both the letters will be capitalized. War. The discussion between South Korea and North Korea war. The discussion between, but why is war coming into picture, Astha? When you're talking about discussion between, so it should just be discussion between, led to the decision of ceasefire. Okay, the discussion between South Korea and North Korea led to the decision of ceasefire. Very nice. Gurnur, I abstain myself from, okay, I abstain myself by not placing a human hand in the, I abstain myself from placing a human hand in the oven. मम्मी बताएगी फिर आपको. ओके, आपको मम्मी से डरना चाहिए. लॉ और पुलिस तो दूर की बात. ओके, his cavalier, very nice, act of atrocity led him out of the area and even abstained his supporters from being the enablers in his ramified deeds. Very nice, Kinkini. Good job. Good job. पता नहीं, मैंने नहीं सुना. I have heard. हाँ सुमेश, सुमेश यही सब तो सुनोगे आप, यही सब तो आप सुने हैं. अब समझ में आ रहा है मुझे सोमेश क्या हो रहा है समोसा के साथ. क्या खाना खाया और क्या पिया जा रहा है. गंदी आदतें नहीं सोमेश. ओके, मैसेकर. मैसेकर इज द नेक्स्ट वर्ड. मैसेकर इज अ नाउन जिसको हमने पहले भी देखा है. एन एक्ट ऑफ किलिंग अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल इज अ मैसेकर. ओके, अगर बहुत सारे लोगों को मार दिया गया एक साथ, दैट इज अ मैसेकर. ओके, सो जालियांवाला बाग मैसेकर. ओके, मैसेकर था, राइट. सो मैसेकर इज द एक्ट ऑफ किलिंग अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल. ब्रिंक. ब्रिंक के साथ हम प्रेपोजिशन हमेशा ऑफ लगाते हैं, जैसे एब्सटेन के साथ फ्रॉम लगाते हैं. ओके, एब्सटेन के साथ फ्रॉम लगाते हैं, वैसे ही ब्रिंक के साथ हम क्या लगाते हैं? ब्रिंक ऑफ. ऑलराइट. ओला ओला. Ola Hivan, and salutations to you too. Gurnur always goes one step ahead. कहाँ तक पहुंच गए गुरनूरा? Okay, brink of something. Okay, so the point where a new or different situation is about to begin. Okay, that is a brink of something. Okay, so is at a brink. Okay, this is at a brink of a new development. Okay, this process is at a brink of a new development. Okay, matlab it is at a point where new situation will arise, different situation will arise, or about different situation will begin. Okay, now stampede का मतलब होता है basically कुचले जाना, एक कुचला कुचली होना. I don't know what is. What do you call it in Hindi? Stampede? An occasion when many large animals, it is not just used for an animal or people, okay, suddenly all move quickly and in an uncontrolled way, usually in the same direction at the same time, especially because of fear, okay. So uske wajah se kya ho jata hai, koi na koi कुचले जाते हैं, okay, so that is stampede, okay. Then we have rhetorically, okay. Rhetorically is the next word, which is something that we have seen a lot of times, okay. Rhetorically is the next word, जो हमने बहुत बार देखा. It is an adverb of a question, okay. अगर हम किसी question के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, so it is a rhetorical question, okay, in a way that makes a statement that does not expect an आंसर, ओके. सो रिटोरिकल क्वेश्चन, जब आपकी मम्मी पूछती है यही देखने के लिए मैंने तुम्हें इतना पाल पोस कर बड़ा किया था, तो उसका उसका you don't have to answer that question. It is a rhetorical question. That means you are supposed to let it go, okay. You're just supposed to listen. It is not supposed to be answered. अगर आप उसमें आंसर करेंगे तो आप कूटे जाओगे, okay. So आप नहीं आंसर कर सकते हो हाँ यही देखने के लिए, ना ही आप आंसर कर सकते हो नहीं ये नहीं देखने के लिए, okay. So because again there will be a chain of questions after that, okay. So rhetorical question is a question that need not be answered, okay. Does not need, or the person who's asking the rhetorical question does not expect you to answer, okay. That is a rhetorical question. So rhetorically is at the adverb form, okay. Ly is the adverb form. All right. Then we have, आज रुवनीत नहीं आई. She मेरी मम्मी, अच्छा, she मेरी मम्मी, she never misses a chance to ask this question कि यही दिन देखने के लिए. Yeah, it is a general dialogue of all parents. I know. That's why I gave this example, because you all can relate to it. No, hardly there are people uh, who have not listened to this at all in their lives. Okay, everyone gets this dialogue. Okay, so it is a rhetorical question. Remember that. Okay. एंड दूसरा रिटोरिकल क्वेश्चन है, तुम्हारे फ्रेंड कुएं में कूदेंगे तो तुम भी कूद जाओगे, ओके. तो तुम भी कुएं में कूदोगे. अगेन यू आर नॉट सपोज्ड टू आंसर दीज क्वेश्चंस, ओके. Okay, it is a rhetorical question. Basically, they are trying to make a point. Okay, rhetorical questions are questions where the people are trying to make a point. They're not asking you anything. Okay. All right. Uh, Devdas. Okay, sorry, Nehalini. Because of earthquake, stampede happened at Chhatrapati Shivaji Airport. Shivaji Airport. Okay. So, owing to an earthquake, there was a stampede at. Okay. Stampede happened. नहीं लिखने की जरूरत है. There was a stampede at the airport. Okay. All right. Then we have leverage. Oh, sorry, Kinkini. The agreement of ceasefire was the compilation of all the conditions put forward by both the parties. Very nice. Very nice, Kinkini. Good job. Um, Hivan, by leveraging my influence, I influenced the whole police department and used my sway spread spread good thought, uh, good throughout the community. Oh my God, Himan, you're such a nice guy. पूरा पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट को आपने basically खरीद लिया. And then you did a good deed. That's what you're trying to say, right? Um, politician Politicians can garner as many votes as they want because of their leverage. Very nice, Mehak. Very nice. Especially if you could have used business tycoons with business tycoons. That would have been awesome. Why Indian parents are obsessed with rhetorical questions? Why are Indian parents obsessed with rhetorical questions? That is a good question. Okay. Leverage is the power to influence people and get the result you want. Okay. So किसी के ऊपर leverage use करना is to influence अपना use करना. Okay. So Learning Festival is here. Get 7-day free access on CLAT subscription. Free access, unlimited access to all courses and batches, access to full length mock test of CLAT, CUET, MHCT, and other OLEDs, access to top experts for doubt solving, and this is happening from April 2nd to April 4th. Dream big starts now. Begin your CLAT 2025 journey with Unacademy. Get up to 90%. So there's a open mock happening on the 20th of April. 2024 2 p.m. Here you can get up to 90% scholarship. Top 10 rankers will get amazing gift vouchers. Detailed paper analysis post the test will also be available. You can scan this QR code. Legal Maverick batch is a batch for CLAT, MHCT, ALET, and other LLB exams for 2026. Okay, so you can use my code Vaishnavi10 to enroll in this batch because I and only I am taking English language in this batch. The Titans is a comprehensive batch for CLAT, ALET, and other law exams 2025. Again, I'm taking English language in this batch as well. So you can use my code Vaishnavi10 to enroll in this batch and get maximum discounts. All right, this offer is valid till April. Sorry, this batch has started from will start from April 11th. Okay. CLAT Premium Capsule is a capsule which has printed notes along with 50 mock tests curated by top educators. Printed study material will be delivered at your doorstep. Pack of 50 includes 40 CLAT, 6 ALET, and 4 OLETs, which is available at a discounted price of 9,999 only. Then standard capsule is the only difference over here. Everything remains the same. Is this one is a digital notes. Over here you're getting digital notes and digital pack of 50 mock test. This is available at a discounted price of 6,499 only. Let's get started with the editorial. Pens and highlighters out, everyone. A new law. The US is turning into an enabler of the Israel's atrocities in Gaza. Okay, so enabler ban gaya hai US. This is the conclusion that the author has reached to. That what has US become an enabler of Israel's atrocities, जो वो विशियस एक्ट कर रहे हैं ऑन गाजा, उसका इनेबलर बन गया, उसको बढ़ावा दे रहा है यूएस. ओके, दिस इज द basically the conclusion that the author has reached to. Let's look at the main idea. When it comes to Israel's military atrocities, the US has historically had high tolerance levels. Okay, so the author is saying कि जब भी अगर इजराइल की बात होगी, इजराइल की मिलिट्री अट्रॉसिटीज अगर वो किसी कंट्री पे कर रहे हैं, ओके, किसी और कंट्री पे कर रहे हैं, तो यूएस का सरप्राइजिंगली टॉलरेंस बहुत ज्यादा हाई हो जाता है. ओके, उस केस में बहुत कुछ सह लेते हैं. ओके, वो जैसे लोग अपने बच्चों की गलतियां ज्यादा सह लेते हैं देन दूसरों की बच्चों की गलतियां, राइट? सो इन द सेम वे इट इज विथ US. Um, it never questions Israel's nuclear arms. It ignores UN investigations reports that have accused Israel of committing war crimes. It hardly does anything to hold Israel accountable for the continuing occupation of the Palestinian territories, outing international laws and norms. Okay, so all these are the things that are the main idea. This is what the author is going to be talking about कि कैसे क्या क्या ignore कर रहा है US. Okay, these are the things that the whenever it comes to US, whenever it comes to Israel, US always has high tolerance. So in these cases it is seen. Okay, कि अगर देखो वो कभी क्वेश्चन नहीं करते उनका न्यूक्लियर आर्म्स को. ओके, वो कभी उनके ऊपर जो यूएन इन्वेस्टिगेशन रिपोर्ट आता है कि इजरायलीज आर कमिटिंग वॉर क्राइम्स, तो उसको भी इग्नोर कर देते हैं. शायद ही कभी इजराइल को अकाउंटेबल ठहराते हैं कि तुमने ये तुम्हारी वजह से तुमने ये जो किया है ये सही नहीं किया है. उनको अकाउंटेबल ठहराते हैं कि पैलेस्टाइनियन टेरिटरीज और ये इंटरनेशनल लॉज और नॉर्म्स को भी ठुकरा देते हैं. ओके, इन द केस ऑफ इजराइल. ओके, सो दे आर प्लेइंग फेवरेट्स. Okay, लेकिन now the author is saying, okay, but there is a contradiction over here. Okay, there's a contradiction over here. But even by American standard, लेकिन हम American standard के हिसाब से भी देखें तो Joe Biden's policy towards Israel war is a new low for the leaders of the free world. Till here is the main idea. Okay, कि इसराइल का भी स्टैंडर्ड के हिसाब से एक नया लो आ गया है जो बाइडेन के टेन्योर में. ओके, दिस इज अ न्यू लो. ओके, इवन अगर यूएस के स्टैंडर्ड के हिसाब से दिखाया जाए तो ये उससे भी ज्यादा गिर गए हैं अब. ओके, अपने ही स्टैंडर्ड से ज्यादा गिर गए. ओके, okay, now the author is talking about how it took 5.5 months of war in which over 32,000 Palestinians were killed, 70,000 injured, and more than 90% of besieged enclaves population displaced for the Biden administration to let a UN Security Council resolution demanding an immediate ceasefire fire pass. Okay, तो इतने इतने लोग मारे गए, इतने लोग घायल हुए, और 90% ऑफ जो जितने भी घेरे हुए टेरिटरीज थे उसके लोग जब डिस्प्लेस हो गए, तब जाके बाइडेन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन इमीडिएट सीज फायर पास किया है. अब जाके ओके, जब इतने सारे लोग मारे गए, इतने सारे लोग इंजर हो गए और 90% वर besieged. हाय महक, सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल रेजोल्यूशन में बोला तो कि डिमांड किया इन्होंने सीज फायर. ओके, लेकिन यूएस ने कोई वोटिंग नहीं की. ओके, या ये भी नहीं किया कि इन्फोर्स कराने के लिए इस रेजोल्यूशन को इन्फोर्स कराना चाहिए. ओके, ये अभी के अभी इन्फोर्स होना चाहिए, ऐसा भी कुछ नहीं किया. ओके, ever since the war began on October 7th, the Biden administration has delivered more than 100 military sales to Israel. Just last week, when the world, is there a lag? Okay, I'm sorry if that is happening. So, Mesh, मैं ध्यान रखूंगी. I will try to do something about it, but I don't think it should happen. Why is it happening? Anywho, when the world was raising concerns about a possible Israeli invasion of Rafah, the southernmost town of Gaza, Washington cleared the sales of more bombs and warplanes for Israel. Okay, जब पूरा world concern हो रहा था, okay, एक तो 100 मिलिट्री सेल्स किया इन्होंने इसराइल को जब से अक्टूबर 7 से वॉर शुरू किया है इसराइल ने. ओके, और अभी लास्ट वीक ही जब पूरी दुनिया ओके क्या कह रही थी, अम, अपनी कंसर्न्स जता रही थी कि इसराइल अब इन्वेड करने की कोशिश कर रहा है राफा को, विच इज द सदर्न मोस्ट पार्ट ऑफ गाजा. वॉशिंगटन क्या कर रहा था, अपना सेल्स कर रहा था बॉम्ब्स और वॉर प्लेन्स का टू इसराइल. ओके, कि लो भाई लो. ओके, while Israel and the US are arguably the closest two nation states can get to each other in the past, American presidents had. Okay, now this is another example that the author is talking about. Okay, ये दूसरा example है. Okay, that the author is talking about. The author says कि हमने ये तो देखा है कि Israel and US आर्ग्यूबली हम कह सकते हैं कि ये दोनों ऐसे नेशन स्टेट्स है जो मतलब सबसे क्लोजेस्ट नेशन स्टेट्स है इन द पास्ट. लेकिन हम पास्ट में ये भी देखें कि अमेरिकन प्रेसिडेंट्स had used a hard pressure to influence Israel's decision making. ओके, लेकिन पास्ट में ये भी देखा गया कि अमेरिकन प्रेसिडेंट्स ने कभी कभी प्रेशर भी डाला है इसराइल का डिसीजन मेकिंग पे. ओके, सो अब इसका एग्जाम्पल देगा द ऑथर. ओके, द ऑथर इज गोइंग टू गिव एग्जाम्पल ऑफ हाउ. ओके, in 1956, during the Suez crisis, US President Dwight D. Eisenhower threatened to cut off American aid unless Israel withdrew from Egypt's Sinai Peninsula. Okay, तो उस टाइम जो then 1956 में जो प्रेसिडेंट थे ड्वाइट आइजनहावर, उन्होंने क्या किया था, थ्रेटन किया था इसराइल को कि हम सारे जितने भी एड है वो कट ऑफ कर देंगे, हम अपना सारा एड कट ऑफ कर देंगे अगर तुम अभी के अभी विड्रॉ नहीं करते हो इजिप्ट के सिनाई पेनिनसुला से. ओके, सो दिस इज वन इंस्टेंस ऑफ दिस होल थिंग. ओके, कि पास्ट में क्लोज तो रहे हैं लेकिन प्रेशर डाला है पास्ट में. ओके, अब देखो द सेकंड थिंग इट इज सेइंग. ओके, एंड इजराइल कंप्लाइड. ओके, और इजराइल चुपचाप मान भी गया उनकी बात. ओके, इन 1970 प्रेसिडेंट जिमी कार्टर्स carrot and stick policy played a critical role in the peace process that resulted in the historical Camp David agreement. Okay, तो again 1970 में जिमी कार्टर का कैरेट एंड स्टिक पॉलिसी भी resulted in success. 1981 में even Ronald Reagan, okay, the Republican president, he was the Republican president known for his प्रो इजरायली पॉलिसीज. उनके भी इजरायली बहुत प्रो इजरायली पॉलिसीज होते थे. इनिशियली विथ हेल्ड सेल्स ऑफ F-16s. ओके, पहले इनिशियली उन्होंने सेल नहीं किया F-16s का, आस्किंग इजराइल. और किस लिए नहीं किया सेल की, इजराइल को बोला कि लेबनान से विड्रॉ करो. ओके, बट फॉर सम रीजन, ओके, लेकिन अब देखो, बट फॉर सम स्ट्रेंज रीजन डिस्पाइट डोमेस्टिक कंसर्न्स एंड इंटरनेशनल क्रिटिसिज्म, Democratic President Biden continues to back Israel in one of history's worst massacre of Palestinians. Okay, तो लेकिन फॉर कुछ स्ट्रेंज रीजंस के वजह से इवन आफ्टर उनको डोमेस्टिक कंसर्न्स में उनको सुनाए गए हैं, इंटरनेशनल क्रिटिसिज्म भी मिला है, लेकिन प्रेसिडेंट जो बाइडेन ने अभी तक उनको बैक करते आए हैं ऐसी सिचुएशन में जो हिस्ट्री में वर्स्ट मैसेकर होगा पैलेस्टीनियंस के तरफ. ओके, और इसके बारे में यूएन ने वार्न भी किया है. द यूएन हैज वार्न दैट द इनक्लेव इज ऑन द ब्रिंक ऑफ अ फैमिन. ओके, वार्न भी किया है यूएन ने कि अब ये जो इनक्लेव है इस यहाँ पर फैमिन आने वाला है. ओके, द बाइडेन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन इटसेल्फ हैज एडमिटेड दैट नियरली ऑल गाजन्स आर हंग्री. ओके, उनका एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ने भी अग्री किया है कि ऑलमोस्ट सारे के सारे गाजन्स आर हंग्री. And dozens are getting killed from gunshots, in airstrikes, stampedes, and under airdrops of food deliveries. Okay, तो बहुत सारे लोग मारे जा रहे हैं इन चीजों के वजह से. ये भी देखा जा रहा है. Okay, if the US, which at least rhetorically takes pride in its commitment to human rights. Okay, agar US, even if it is something that they do not believe in and just rhetorically they are saying that they believe in human rights, okay, cannot see, agar wo bhi nahi dekh pa rahe suffering of over 2 million Palestinians, it will go down in history as an enabler of this violence. Okay, so US kaisa jayega, it will go down in history as the enabler of violence. Okay, उनको देखा जाएगा कि वो इनेबल किए हैं वायलेंस. ओके, मिस्टर बाइडेन मस्ट स्टार्ट बिहेविंग एज अ स्टेट्समैन. ओके, मिस्टर बाइडेन को अब स्टेट्समैन की तरह बिहेव करना शुरू कर देना चाहिए. हिज एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन हैज अ लेवरेज टू इन्फ्लुएंस इजराइल्स बिहेवियर. ओके, उनके एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के पास ये है लेवरेज कि वो इन्फ्लुएंस कर सकते हैं इसराइल के बिहेवियर को. इट शुड कॉल फॉर एन इमीडिएट सीज फायर एंड मोर एड इनटू गाजा एंड स्टॉप ऑल आर्म्स सप्लाईज to Jewish state if it continues the war. So this is what the author has to say. Okay, कि ये सारा कुछ बंद करा देना चाहिए, supplies of arms and ammunitions उनको बंद करा देना चाहिए to Israel. All right. To the state, okay, Kinkini, to the state of Gaza. All right, so let's move on to the first question. What is the primary purpose of the passage? The Gaza belt that is there, उसको enclave बोला जा रहा है, ठीक है? So come on, what is the primary purpose? Primary purpose पूछ रहा of the passage. Primary purpose क्या है passage का? Harshita is saying bravo. Gurnoor is saying bravo. Kinkini is saying bravo. Somesh is saying bravo. Nihalini is saying bravo or Charlie. Mehak is saying bravo. Okay, to provide a historical overview of the relationship. ये बस इसलिए नहीं कि देखो कितनी सालों की दोस्ती है इन दोनों के बीच में. Okay, ये दिखाने के लिए नहीं. That is not the purpose, main purpose of the author. Okay, to criticize. The author has been criticizing it throughout the passage कि क्या कर रहा है ये बाइडेन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. इवन वो लोग रोनाल्ड रीगन जैसे प्रेसिडेंट्स भी उनको डरा धमका के रखे, लेकिन बाइडेन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन कुछ नहीं कर पा रहा है. ओके, सो दिस लुक्स लाइक अ प्रॉमिसिंग answer to criticize the Biden administration's policy towards Israel's military actions in Palestine. Okay, ये criticize करने के लिए पूरा passage. If you see from the start to the finish, okay, the author is saying it is a new law. Okay, और Israel का जो atrocities है उसको भी नहीं, उसको कुछ नहीं कर रहा. Biden administration policies towards, so basically the author is criticizing the whole thing कि इतने सारे लोग मारे गए तब जाके इन्होंने ceasefire pass किया है. Okay, so the whole passage is about how Biden administration has failed um, the people of Gaza, has failed to control its or keep its dog on leash or its friend on leash. Okay, to highlight the humanitarian crisis in Gaza and call for immediate action from Biden administration. Okay, to highlight the humanitarian crisis. Okay, बस humanitarian क्या क्या crisis हो रहा है गाजा में ये highlight करने के लिए थोड़ी बता रहा है. And call for immediate action. Okay, to highlight this, the author is criticizing it. Okay, so the trigger word over here is highlight, and over here it is being, however, C is close, but criticize would be a better word. Okay, because the author is criticizing in the entire passage. To analyze the effectiveness of the past US president, तो ये analyze करने के लिए नहीं कि past US president बोल रहा है कि वो लोग भी lenient थे इसराइल की तरफ, but they have also shown at some point they have shown some strictness towards Israel. Okay, that is why the past presidents ka example liya gaya. So the correct answer will be B. Bravo. Moving on to the second question. What will be the answer for the second question? What does the author, why does the author mention President Dwight Eisenhower and President Jimmy Carter in the passage? Okay, Alpha Delta Charlie Alpha Delta. All right, different people have different okay. जिमी कार्टर और ड्वाइट आइजनहावर का एग्जाम्पल क्यों लिया है ऑथर ने? क्या दिखाने के लिए लिया है कि इन्होंने भी प्रेशर डाला है. ओके, प्रेशर डाला है इसराइल पे. ओके, सो दिस लुक्स लाइक अ गुड आंसर. ओके, इसराइल के एक्शंस पे प्रेशर डाला है. ओके, कि अपने इन्फ्लुएंस को यूज किया है टू क्रिएट प्रेशर ऑन देयर इसराइल्स एक्शन. ओके, टू हाईलाइट द स्ट्रॉन्ग डिप्लोमेटिक टाइज. दिस इज एब्सोल्युटली रॉन्ग. ओके, बी इज एब्सोल्युटली रॉन्ग. कितना स्ट्रॉन्ग उनका डिप्लोमेटिक टाइज ये दिखाने के लिए प्रेसिडेंट्स का एग्जाम्पल नहीं लिया है. ओके, फैक्चुअली रॉन्ग है यहाँ आंसर. टू कंपेयर देयर अप्रोच टू इजराइल पैलेस्टाइन, हमेशा इजराइल पैलेस्टीनियन के बारे में थोड़ी दिया हुआ है. ओके, इट इज ड्वाइट आइजनहावर के बारे में क्या दिया था? इजराइल इजिप्ट के कॉन्फ्लिक्ट के बारे में दिया हुआ था. ओके, सो इट इज नॉट ऑलवेज इजराइल पैलेस्टाइन. सो हेंस सी इज again factually wrong. Okay, to emphasize their role in mediating peace agreement between Israel and its neighbors. पीस अग्रीमेंट्स नहीं कराए हैं वो. पीस अग्रीमेंट्स नहीं कराए हैं. बेसिकली उनको आर्म्स एंड एम्यूनिशन या पनिश किए हैं किसी तरह से. दे आर नॉट द वंस कि हाँ हाँ अब हाथ मिलाओ एक दूसरे से, गले लग जाओ. ये काम नहीं किया यूएस ने. ओके, बट दे हैव basically punish them for their wrong deeds. Okay, so A hoga, right. Moving on to the third question. What can be concluded from the given passage? What can we conclude from the given passage? Come on, you can do it, guys. Answer it. All right. देखो, अब थर्ड क्या बोल रहा है कि कंक्लूड क्या कर सकते हैं इस पैसेज से। ओके, तो द बाइडेन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, बाइडेन का जो एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन है, एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन पॉलिसी, इनकी जो पॉलिसी है टुवर्ड्स इसराइल, ओके, इनका जो इसराइल की तरफ पॉलिसी है, ये क्या रिप्रेजेंट करता है? अ डिपार्चर फ्रॉम पास्ट यूएस प्रेसिडेंट्स अप्रोच टू इसराइल पैलेस्टाइन पैलेस्टीनियन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट। ओके, सो अब ये दूर चला जा रहा है पास्ट के कॉन्फ्लिक्ट से। ओके, सो दिस इज समथिंग दैट वी कैन कंक्लूड। Okay, because that's why the author has used examples of the past precedents. Okay, so this looks like a good answer. Israel's military actions in Palestine have led to a severe humanitarian crisis. Okay, this is not about that. Okay, it is not the main focus of the passage. Okay, ये हम conclude नहीं कह सकते, exacerbated by the lack of intervention from US. Okay, ये इसलिए नहीं बढ़ गया है क्योंकि US intervene नहीं कर रहा है. Okay, but this is something that is true. Okay, this is something that is a statement that is true, but it is not something that we can conclude. It is given in the passage. Okay, कि severe humanitarian crisis है, ये passage में दिया हुआ है. Okay, this is not the conclusion. Okay, conclusion is also something that you have to infer from the passage. Okay, इन्फर कौन सा कर सकते हैं? ये तो स्टेटमेंट दिया हुआ है पैसेज में, सो इट कैन नॉट बी द करेक्ट आंसर. डिस्पाइट इंटरनेशनल क्रिटिसिज्म, द बाइडेन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन कंटिन्यूज टू सपोर्ट इजरायल्स मिलिट्री एक्शन इन पैलेस्टाइन. दिस इज आल्सो गिवन इन द पैसेज, सो देयर इज नथिंग टू इन्फर ओवर हियर ईदर. The US has historically maintained a close relationship with Israel, often prioritizing its interest over humanitarian concerns. This is also given in the passage. So this is the only thing that is not given in the passage and something that you can infer and conclude. Okay, so alpha will be the correct answer. Moving on to the fourth question, you guys. भेजा तो था, रवनीत भेजा था ग्रुप में, टेलीग्राम चैनल पे भेजा था. That's what I was asking. Hi, where have you been? आप आए नहीं. Yes, now it is accusatory. Okay, this time it is accusatory. किसको accuse कर रहा है? Biden administration को accuse कर रहा है. Okay, and indignant. The author is definitely sounding angry about the whole situation. Okay, the author is definitely angry about the whole situation, which is a justified anger. Only in that case we use indignant. And accusatory is the author is accusing the Biden administration for aiding and abetting. Uh, more of these atrocities. Okay, yeah, so this time it is indignant and accusatory. Fifth and the final question, what is the contextual meaning of Mr. Biden must start behaving as a statesman? Hey, hey, hey. और I'm so sorry. The class actually started also a bit late, a tad bit late, not a tad bit, yeah, tad bit late. Okay, so and when I started the session, then I gave the link. So probably 10 minutes late, you must have got the link after 12. So it is somehow my fault as well. So I apologize for that, Ravneet. Won't happen again. I would like to say that. I would try that it won't happen again. Nihalini is saying alpha. Chinmay is saying bravo. Vikas is saying bravo. Kinkini is saying alpha. Somesh is saying alpha. डिप्लोमैटिक सॉल्यूशंस उनको ट्राई करना चाहिए. डिप्लोमैटिक सॉल्यूशंस के लिए बोल रहा है. इज द ऑथर टॉकिंग अबाउट इनको स्टेट्समैन की तरह एक्ट करने बोल रहा है. ओके, सो व्हाट डज दैट मीन? मॉरल अथॉरिटी अपना दिखाना चाहिए, राइट? द ऑथर इज सेइंग मिस्टर बाइडेन को देखना चाहिए कि ये गलत हो रहा है एंड शुड स्टार्ट टेकिंग एक्शंस टुवर्ड्स इट. ओके, बी इट देयर फ्रेंड और एनिमी, he should start acting as a statesman, as in see what morally is required of him and should be done. So alpha will not be the correct answer. ये लाइन के बारे में पूछ रहा है, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ बिहेविंग लाइक अ स्टेट्समैन. Okay, so again B will not be the correct answer because it says should take decisive action to address the ongoing humanitarian crisis in Gaza and hold Israel accountable for its action. This is extreme. That does is behaving a statesman does not mean all of this. Okay, इतना कुछ नहीं होता है statesman का मतलब. And specifically it is related to Gaza issue and crisis or humanitarian crisis. That's not what the author is talking about being a statesman. Okay, President Biden should consider his approach to the Israeli-Palestine conflict and adopt a more balanced, impartial stand. This is absolutely wrong. C is absolutely wrong. Okay, because it says impartial stand लेना चाहिए, जो वो ले रहे हैं. Okay, they are not doing मतलब sorry, impartial stand would be ना ही गाजा के साइड है ना ही इजराइल के साइड है. So will that help? No, absolutely not. President Biden should assert US leadership and moral authority to end violence and suffering in Gaza. Okay, should assert his authority. All right, that's what is demanded of him. So the correct answer will be Delta. So that is it for today. Thank you. Kya, ma'am? Katti. Why? Why, Somesh? आज सारा गलत हो गया क्या? मुझे दो ऑप्शन में डाउट होना, but I don't choose is always the correct answer. What I don't choose, okay? How unfair. क्योंकि नहीं, that happens. ये सबके साथ जो लोग start करते हैं ना reading comprehension, that always happens with. अगर आप reason के through अगर आप solve करना शुरू करेंगे, तो you will always end up choosing the right answer. Gut के basis पे जाएंगे, you will always end up choosing wrong answer. Okay? Reason से choose करोगे, always right होगा. आज तो बहुत गलत था मेरा. 3 out of 5. आज का जबकि सही होना चाहिए था. when it is not an accusatory tone, when it is not a critical tone, heavily critical tone, you guys say it is critical, it is accusatory. आज जब है ये tone, ये सारे, तो आप गलत कर रहे हो. All right, so that is it for today. मैं जाके कुछ और लिखती हूँ, सेंटेंस तो नहीं बन पाया. कोई नहीं रवनीत, we have classes. These classes will go on till Friday, okay? Don't worry. You will get plenty of chances. And आज के words भी कुछ वैसे खास नहीं थे. I'm just trying to console you. But yeah, words भी कुछ खास नहीं. It's okay. All right. So bye everyone. Take care. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen.